어서 오세요.
To you based on who you are, you know.
One of the coolest things when I was doing research for this game is that although you guys are in hell, it's not just based off of those religions. You guys have a ton of religions that you're tying into this, all floating on the River of Styx. What was the decision for that?
We just wanted to kind of equally make fun of every culture. So
죽을 것 같아.
It's 2018.
yeah, and yeah, we just thought it was just more interesting to have it be kind of this kaleidoscopic montage of a bunch of different elements. So yeah, and we just didn't want to make it a game that was very focused on one particular aspect or one particular thought behind what hell would be like.
We also, yeah, I think we wanted to like define our own version of hell, basically. So in Oxenfree, we saw a space that was like nobody really owns ghosts, you know, and so we were like, okay, let's make our own version of that. And then for our version of hell, we wanted it to feel familiar at the high level concept, but in every other way feel kind of brand new.
Sort of like showing that like, okay, everyone's like a little bit right.
Right, exactly.
친언니 어서 오세요.
And beer pong's in
Beer
it, right?
pong.
Yeah, I mean, the other
Shared
big
amongst every religion, beer pong.
Oh, and there you go. Yeah, you take a drink and the stuff starts to get blurry.
Yeah, so there's a lot of activities in the game, and this is one of the things that we found building Oxenfree, that like multiple actions together really are when the game was singing. And so in this game, you know, these aren't siloed moments where it's like, I'm going to go play a mini game now.
네, 어서 오세요.
I'm always playing the story, I'm always communicating, and then different activities happen. So I might have to get into a DDR match with some weird demon, and we are still talking through it, right? And you can mock each other or whatever. And also, you know, we thought it would be interesting to not just always try to beat people. So maybe you're playing beer pong against the crime lord. Maybe you want to throw the game and like sweet talk your way through it. So
네,
really, the
어서
dialogue
오세요.
system is intended to coexist with all these different activities.
And you have to be very observant as well, correct? It's not just you go into a time, like a playtime or QuickTime event. You have to like kind of observe the bar around you and figure out who you want to talk to?
Yeah, there's a degree of that.
It's a delicate balancing act between having it be too strategic, because we want to feel like a crazy night out, and you're not like planning to that degree when you go out. So hopefully it just feels more like a raucous, fun time where you're bouncing around between things.
Look at her chug that thing.
딱,
Look at
딱.
her put that away.
I love the use of foreground and background as well.
딱.
That's really cool. A great
딱.
design direction.
Thank you.
딱
Yeah,
10시에
our
시작하나?
director Ruel has been working really hard on finding a way where you can, you know, navigate a world in a 2D space, but just pack it with a lot of 3D space. And so there's a lot of things happening in the foreground and the background. You know, in Oxenfree, it was a pretty sparse game. We had 4 characters on screen at most. This game has 40 people on screen at times, and you can interact with most of them. At a minimum, you're choosing them. At a maximum, they're something important to you. So. Yeah, we just wanted a game that really felt
다들 안 주무시나?
ridiculous and unpredictable as a real night out drinking.
You guys were saying communication was very important, and one of the forms of maybe indirect communication is that you guys have an evil Twitter. Tell me about that.
Yes, so we have an evil kind of social media.
스퀘어 에이스는 뭐 없었어요?
And a bunch of jokes about how awful social media is, but
지금 일어났어요.
it's used in the game kind of as both a quest-giving device and a quest kind of tracking mechanism too. But then also, it's just a really great way to show how the world is reacting to you. So it's like if you trip and fall or drink too much and wake up in a weird place, you'll see
왜 이렇게
people
토할 것 같지?
float above their head about what they're saying about you. So it's just a nice way to kind of always reinforce that the world is reacting to you and remembering what you're doing and posting it for the rest of the world.
But they're subtweeting you essentially.
You're getting
Exactly.
substitute, yeah. The other thing is it lets us show you things happening in other places in the world. So you might be in the middle of a bar and then find out like, oh, Satan's house party, the
네,
line
다들
just got
어서
really
오세요.
short. Like head over there now via some tweets, and you don't have to go dig through menus. You're seeing people tweet about it, and then you know that also affords us the opportunity to let the player choose where they go and when. So we're gonna make people miss a lot of the game too. Like,
Sweet, but it's not. So it's not linear. There's a lot of
It's not
things.
linear,
So you
yeah.
guys can play this a bunch of times. What's
Right.
the what's the play time of this game?
Probably 6 to 7
지금
hours.
졸리긴 해
And it was,
지금.
you know, and that was a big goal for us design-wise. Like we wanted, with Oxenfree, the story itself was pretty linear, but how you pushed and pulled at it was, you know, very choice-driven. In this, you can miss huge swaths of this, and you have to go back and replay it to see that. So maybe an island sinks while you go to another party, and you miss an entire storyline.
Yeah.
I have to say, I love that. I like that you can miss things in games if you're not like careful, if you're not meticulous, or just you get bad luck or something like that.
Yeah.
I like the
네,
those
지금
consequences
죽을 것
and
같아.
that, you know, if it's a great game, you'll replay it again.
근데 이거는 생방으로 보고 싶어가지고 생방으로 보고 싶어서 억지로 일단 일어났어.
This is more fun than this sort of thing. So.
Sean, Adam, thank you guys so much. Unfortunately, or fortunately maybe, the Sony press conference is actually starting early. So guys, thank you for showing us After Party. But to everyone in chat, it is now time for the Sony press conference.
시작한다. 플레이스테이션 2018 미디어 쇼케이스 will begin shortly. 플레이스테이션 2018 미디어 쇼케이스가 시작할 것이다. 짧게. 사운드 잘 들리세요? 사운드 잘 들리세요? 저 동영상 사운드 잘 들리세요? 영상 사운드? 작게 들려요? 조금만 키워야겠다. 밸런스 좀 맞추게. 이 정도면 될 것 같은데. 네, 맞아요. 와, 디비전2 레이드도 있네요. 시작한다. 뭐야? 시작한다.
Hey guys. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church. This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that. But thank you for coming out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman, it doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey
잠시만요.
tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in
이렇게
the
끊기는
future.
것 같지?
You know, what we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, We really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly
영상이
inside
되게 끊기는
our
것
studios,
같죠?
we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we do. It's what we have to do. Our teams of creatives and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you.
이거를
That's what we're
그냥
trying to do here at PlayStation. This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in
이게
this
왜
tent.
끊기지?
This church tent we've created here in Los Angeles.
저도
to
끊기게
let you
보이거든요,
start
지금.
that journey
보고
with us
있는데.
And let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So, without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you
잠시만요. 이걸로
Gustavo
다시 볼까?
Santorea.
해석이요? 여기 나 버퍼가 생기고 난리 났네. 나 왜 이래? 그거네. 이게 라오 아니에요? 아닌가? 약간 아니 분위기가 약간 그런 느낌인데 정확히는 모르겠는데 이제 덜 끊기나? 이거 제발 뭐야? 와 처음부터? 뭐야? 뭐 엘리야? 또 누가?
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever your schedule go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until we're back together.
Not gonna happen. She say something to you?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey!
이거 어떻게 된 거지?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Tina?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir.
솔직히 각하는
깜짝이야.
게임성 안 보잖아. 트로피 딸 수 있는 게임인지 아닌지만 보잖아.
아이, 헛소리 하지 마세요.
Very serious question for you.
깜짝이야. 헛소리 하지 마세요.
How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh. Okay. Oh. How about that? Gross. You love it.
옛날 생각나는 거 아니야?
Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
어허. 어우. 오, 게임 플레이, 게임 플레이.
They unrested with sin. What is breathing?
어, 이거 그때 그거 아니구나. 어. 어우. 너무 잔인한 거 아니야?
Spread out.
저 UI는 그대로 썼네. 시스템 자체는 약간 그대로 쓴 것 같네요. 재료도 있고 지금. 어떻게 피했지? 와, 그래픽 미쳤다. 와, 뭐 영화야? 아니 이거 영상이 드랍되는 거예요. 이거는 제 영상이 지금. 노티독이 프레임 드랍을 일으킬 리가 없잖아요. 여러분 무슨 소리 하시는 거죠 지금?
Ethan. What? Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
와. 와, 뭐야? 이게 영화야? 아니, 연출이 더 미쳐졌어. 아니 카메라 워킹이나 이런 게 미쳤어 지금. 와, 와 미쳐버리네 진짜. 와 이런 것도 돼? 자연스러운 거 봐. 미쳤다 진짜. 아이템 하나 줍는데 자연스러운 거 봐. 디테일 미쳤어. 지금 방금 화살도 여러 종류 있는 거 나왔죠 지금. 폭발 화살인가봐. 와. 근접 전투 미쳤어. 와. 아, 이제 저기서 이어지나 보다. 이게 여기서 이제 첫 그거랑 이어지나 보다. 그쵸?
I told you. He should be terrified.
근데 이건 뭐냐고. 이거 미쳤다 근데 진짜. 저런 다 커서 저런 그게 있을 게 있나? 아니 회상인데 저런 파티장에서 막 세상이 망해가는데.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here.
It's a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series. And I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work at it as a player, but you're going to have to just think as a person what you're coming up against.
And I can't wait to see more of that. And that was first gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last
우리는 한 13개 정도의 스튜디오를 가지고 있고 그들이 창의성을 발휘할 수 있을 최대한 발휘할 수 있도록 도와주고 있대요.
I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, this is a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy. With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus was something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback.
이게 이 정도로 여기서 다뤄질 정도로까지의 그런 큰 문제였어요. 뉴 게임 플러스가 없는 게.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy. I will somehow find more time.
But okay.
I will find time to He wasn't watching.
Okay, thank God.
I want to confirm that.
Kids don't try this at home.
Asleep. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. That is coming to God of War. We'll have full details on PlayStation Blog shortly. we have a lot more to talk about too.
Yeah, and actually, Sean, I wanted to ask you about
뭐
that.
낸다고
About a
하긴
month
했으니까.
ago, you did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process was there.
Well, you know, every year we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year we felt that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories we're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there, anything from The Last of Us 2, which we just saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So this year I wanted people to know that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in stores, and that's our favorite web slinger.
Of course.
Spider-Man. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
It's great to see you guys. I'll head back to the Manitou Station.
All right, please do.
All right.
And
wear the helmet.
저게
more in store coming up in just a
저게
few minutes
업무용
as the E3
멘트인지
showcase continues.
진짜
But in the
자기가
meantime,
기대하는지는
we also
모르는
have
거지.
some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
어? 콜옵이야?
Get immediate access to Back in Black maps in
Back
Call of
in
Duty
Black.
Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. We've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell. Welcome.
What's happening?
That's
Good
right.
to have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces
Well.
right before the showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
So I say we keep this moving
누구십니까?
here. And when it comes to Call of Duty, we know that a bunch of remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming to Black Ops 3 as well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friend.
Oh.
So
planned
tonight,
it.
we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very nice. This is why I love E3, because not only do we get to share awesome news with our
What?
audience, but PlayStation Plus subscribers get a little treat.
Get a little extra
little tasty treat.
Right, little
Yeah.
little mini
개꿀.
E3 supply drop for
Yeah,
you there.
there you
개꿀띠?
A lot
개꿀띠?
of good news. We got to share 5 really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown, kind of ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
플러스 무료 게임으로 푸는 거죠. 이건 그거죠. 테트리스. 테트리스 이것도 해볼까? 아니 근데 저렇게 발표한 거면은 올 계정이죠. 전 세계 계정이죠. 뭐야? 오 데이즈 곤? 아, 다 하나씩 보여주는구나. 조금씩 조금씩. 이게 그거죠. 그 돈노드에서 만드는 거. 트윈 미러. 트윈 미러. VR은 꺼져. 야, VR은 됐어. 한번 볼까요? 지금 플스 스토어 봐야겠다. 약간 날짜를 못 봤어. 아직 안 올라왔네요. 날짜가 공개되겠죠?
Welcome back. We're just a few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really. So let's keep moving here. There was a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we can see the crowd is seated. The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there before we cut away to the showcase.
Yeah. Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot. They do. Yeah. And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
봅시다. 근데 뭐 약간 멀티플레이 약간 이런 느낌이네. 데스티니인가? 데스티니 DLC 같은데? 한글 안 사요. 데스티니 2도 약간 업그레이드로 약간 좀 욕먹지 않았나? 셉템버 4 얼마 안 남았네 이거는. 뭐 DLC면 뭐.
That was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
Not too bad.
But
Not too bad.
There's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight. But for now,
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay.
뭔데?
Got a lot more in store. So
뭔데?
let's check it out live right now.
뭔데? 단소부네. 뭐지? 뭐지? 뭘까? 세키로는 아닐 것 같은데? 이 사람은 서양인인 것 같은데. 아, 그거구나. 고스트 오브 스시마인가? 그건가 보다. 관중들 멍. 뭐냐? 뭐야? 그 사람 맞나? 그건 맞는 것 같은데? 게임 뭐야? 몽골 인베이전. 스시마 맞는 것 같은데? 게임 플레이도 나오네. 그래픽 미친 것 같은데 이것도? 아니 요새 미쳤어? 아니 미친.
노부, come.
뭐야 로치야? 참나 어이가 없네. 어이가 없어 버리네. 저 풀도 쓰러지는 거 봐. 미쳤네 진짜. 참나 자랑하라. 갈 때 쓰러지는 거 자랑하려고 일부러 길로 안 가고 절로 가는 거 봐.
Where are they?
전투 나오나 보다.
Enough. What's next, samurai? Artsen gech podos patium. Nit hurtwai minich. Samurai.
뭐야? UI나 이런 것도 전혀 없네. 오우 야씨.
late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako.
이제 이 정도 그래픽은 그냥 막 그냥 기본으로 나온다 이건가?
We could take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly. Or they kill the monk.
오 뭐야?
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
뭐야? 로프 액션 뭐야? 광원 처리 보세요. 어이가 없네 그냥.
Please, I do not understand. Uldathwi, Chamagot Unhami, Ursmi Cheyaven sagt, Chi Obelatno.
아!
He called reinforcements. We have to move.
이렇게 끊기니? 아.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run! If we fight, Mongols win.
They already won.
뭐야? 뭐야?
You were my friend.
Give me monk.
No.
아니 너무 뜬금없는데?
You hear them coming? That's our enemy.
그 와중에 그래픽 뭐냐고. 단풍나무 뭐냐고. 뭐야? 뭔가 그래픽이나 이런 거는 기대가 되는데 게임성은 기대가 안 된다. 이거는 서커 펀치가 그래픽은 진짜 저희 인포머스인가 그거부터 진짜 잘 만들었거든요. 뭐야 미니언? 뭐야? 뭐야?
The oldest house is a shifting place.
설마 리멤버 미니?
There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
뭐지? 뭐야? 뭐야? 와, 아, 이거 뭐야 이거? 이거 그거 같은데? 아니네. 미쳤네, 이거 뭐야? 그러니까 퀀텀 브레이크 느낌인데? 컨트롤. 신규인가 보다. 근데 어디서 만드는데? 레메디? 레메디, 저 뭐였지? 저기 어디서 뭐 만들었어요? 레메디하고 505? 컨트롤. 맥스페인 만든대요? 뭐야 이건? 플레이스테이션 1.
Can't be here. I'm putting you under arrest.
뭐야? 아,
Stay back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off. No. Get off of me.
뭐야? 아. 와. 레온이야?
Jesus Christ.
사람들 되게 좋아하네.
Always play.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
레온 보여줬으면 클레어도 보여줘야지.
Will you help me?
Of course.
It's an impressive display of strength. But we never meant for this to happen.
이거 2를 리메이크 할 정도로 이 정도로 국력을 쏟을 정도인가?
It's coming back.
이 정도로 국력을 쏟을 정도인가? 우와, 발매까지 나왔어. 1월 25일. 뭐야? 프리오더 투데이. 그것도 해볼까?
From Squanch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platform stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the Bathtub Guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
뭐야? VR이야? 킹덤 하츠야?
A pirate's life for me.
Why are you so happy?
'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
뭐야? 잭 스페로우도 나와? 뭔데 이거? 아 이거 그거구나. 스컬앤본즈인가? 아닌데 뭐야? 아니 킹덤 하츠였네? 이런 게 있었어요? 해상 전투? 야 이거 뭐야 이거 킹덤 하츠 맞아 이거?
You back in the organization?
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down. It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
똑같은 거
I'm
보지.
looking for a box.
Get them!
Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait!
Oh no!
Stop!
Farewell.
아 그래픽이 저렇게 바뀌는구나.
Me staying up here.
Oh, please go away.
엘사? You wanna build a snowman? 라푼젤도 나오네.
Collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process!
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new
여기 다 나오네 진짜.
Now, set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair too.
근데 이건 이미 발표했잖아 이거는. 와 발매도 나왔네 이거는. 근데 전 전혀 관심 없어서. 와, 한정판. 1.5, 2.5 리믹스는 뭐야? 2.8은 또 뭐야? 올인원 패키지. 미친놈들아. 적당히 해라. 버퍼링 뭐? 오! 데스 스트랜딩!
Some border breaches. The man who delivers. Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
또 트레일러야 그냥? 아닌가? 지금 게임 화면인가? 게임 화면인 것 같은데? 뭐야 저거? 뭐야? 본격 등산 게임이야? 뭐야? 아니 그래서 뭔데? 아, 뭐 보찜 메고 뭐 하는 거야 이게? 제발 이러지 말자. 야 이거는 진짜 아니잖아. 새끼야. 진짜. 왜 이래 얘? 내 팔에 흑염룡이. 이건 또 누구야? 혹시 왜 울어?
Headed into town.
우삼 간지 보소.
Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time flow fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sandport Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
와, 뭐야. 이건 이 게임인가 본데? 게임이 전혀 기대가 안 되는데. 게임이 전혀 기대가 안 되는데. 내가 싫어하는 것만 골라가지고 그냥 넣어놨네. 아!
You're too late. You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
허허. 히데오 코지마랑은 저는 좀 안 맞나 봐요. 뭐 상공상 10이냐 뭐 이런 거냐? 어? 닌자 가이덴? 와! 미쳤다! 와! 잠깐만! 와! 씨. 와! 미쳤다! 야! 야, 모여라! 야, 인크리트 모여라! 야, 인왕이 온다! 와, 인왕 2가 훨씬 기대된다 근데. 뭐야 이건 또 뭐야?
Already here. Yuri, I thought you said it was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
스파이더맨 새 영상이다.
Optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! Yuri!
I'm slipping!
Hold on! You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party! Just in time for the fireworks! Looks like we made parole, boys! I'm out!
Electro? Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main.
제가 일렉트로야? 영화랑 좀 많이 다르네.
Got it. I'll go join the party. Everyone just quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you.
뭐 공중큰 뭐야?
Please?
Get him down here!
와 뭐야?
Fish in a barrel. That doesn't sound good.
아니요 이거는 라체덴 클랭크 만드는 데서 만들었어요. 오우.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
Hope you like surprise, Spider!
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working for someone.
This is too
야.
good to be true.
빌런이 몇 마리나 나오는
Hold
거야?
on a minute. I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
Charge him! Don't let up!
이거는 진짜 악함 같다 이거는.
You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
와.
Come on, Spider-Man! I thought this was a chase!
Gotta stop this guy.
와. 와 연출은 진짜 좋다.
If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you.
Can't stop it! But I'm flattered that you still try!
Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
와.
Gotcha.
뭐야 또?
Long time no see! We're going to have so much fun!
Sorry, no time to talk.
아, 몇 마리야 진짜 빌런이?
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
지금 나온 것만 4명 아니에요 지금?
It looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
아 이건 근데 게임 플레이라서 이거는 보면 안 되는 건데
I
지금.
thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
게임 플레이 너무 많이 보여주는데 이거? 어차피 할 거라서 3달이면 까먹겠죠? 초반부 같은데 어차피 이거는 할 거라서 조금 기억 속에서 흘려서 입력해야겠다.
How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
아, 쟤도 있잖아, 맞아. 다섯 명이야, 그러면? 6명이야?
Remember, he said not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
저 정장 입은 애가 여기 라스트 보스 같긴 한데. 뭐야? 뭐야? 그래, 저런 거 어차피 제가 저 볼 거니까 할 거니까 어차피 할 거니까.
I think they should be terrified of you.
이거 또 보여줘. 아니구나.
You do not hesitate.
와, 인왕2가 제일 충격적인데? 아, 인왕2 언제 나오냐? 인왕2 뭐야 이건 또. 아, 나 실사구나. 나 게임인 줄 알았잖아.
That was the PlayStation E3
게임인 줄 알았잖아.
showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great Worldwide Studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man right here, just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show.
Oh my
gosh.
Top highlights, go.
Oh,
There's no time.
Oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima looked absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's just the embodiment.
I'm ready. Sucker punch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on, RE2. That looked so good. I know a lot of us fans have been waiting for that one. And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes!
And you get that, that
so good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. It's kind of like the ultimate dream. If
뭐가 제일 기대되시나요? 그러니까 저는 바이오하자드 2가 정말 기대돼요.
Said backstage, Death Stranding. We now have more questions.
Yes.
More questions.
More questions.
It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay in there, and kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange and unusual
bugs.
That was...
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, it wasn't a myth.
Don't know what we're going to find out there, but yeah.
So a ton of great stuff in the show overall. I mean,
네,
Neo 2, that was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff. We had a new Remedy game. Remedy's on the way. Control. Really stylish trailer. Really looking to just. I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks
내가
like
게임에서까지
wizards and like I don't know
이렇게
what
약하게 돼야 되나?
Really stylish. I would expect no less.
왜 내가 게임에서까지 약해야 되지?
My favorite was Marvel's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looked
that was
incredible.
incredible. We have these legendary villains are back. We had Rhino, Electro, Vulture. I'm missing some. Who else were there? I mean, just one after another. That was Electro.
So many.
Spider-Man was not in a good space.
No, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Do it.
Okay, do it.
So nonchalant.
Hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, VR.
And it is quite a departure from the
VR
kinds of games
나가.
you sort of know them for. But it's very, very interesting. And I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
어? 저펜 스튜디오? 잠깐만. 설마. 아 잠깐만. 이 그거 세키로인가 그거죠?
Aren't you excited?
아, 나
You're going to be a
설렜잖아.
fairy. And live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
어? 세키로 아닌 것 같은데? 뭐야?
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac
We surely
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen,
hey,
welcome to the program. It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Happy to be here.
And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so it's nice to be here and obviously.
스파이더맨에 대해서 얘기하려나 봐요. 이 사람들은.
We'll give you a lot of villains, and now, and the next question is, can we play the open world? And
인썸니아 게임즈 사람들이네.
That's right. New York City.
I mean, I don't know, Sid. What do you think?
Let's dive in.
Yeah,
what are we talking about here?
Get
in there.
We're going to boot up the demo here, and this is essentially one of the first playable demos that you guys are going to be showing off.
Yeah,
of,
that's right.
Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So, I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam.
The game is, you know, a lot of people were like, last year's E3 was like, well, was that like just a linear level? No, like that was our Manhattan, that's our New York City, and it didn't have to be on like a main story mission. But in between, like things like you saw on the raft, or we showed that back at last E3, you can just swing around New York City and have fun.
Let's go to that footage because we have it running here on the main monitor. We'll go to it in just a second. This is the beauty of the live environment.
Yeah, this. Oh God.
This is great. I got my own little TV. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got it all.
Adam's doing a fantastic job so far. It's been really good.
So first of all, you're actually
음향팀.
now.
Yeah.
음향팀.
I want to emphasize how beautiful this game is.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, Brian, tell me a little bit about what you guys want to show us this evening.
So I mean, the big thing is, again, you know, I think that part of the Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around New York City and, you know, to have, you know, not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different activities in that world, and we wanted to, you know, give people who attend E3 an opportunity to experience that. So, you know, obviously it's a big narrative-driven experience, but at the same time, part of that superhero fantasy, especially that Spider-Man experience,
연출은 근데 진짜
living
진짜
within New York City and seeing that. So, you know, Adam
이거지?
is one of he's one of our combat pro players because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that as you get better with the game, obviously, you know, we wanted to have a pick up a play feel, but at the same time have a level of mastery and to really show off the improvisation that we've really been talking about a lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls and to the floor and stuff. That looks really, really satisfying.
I mean, I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, you know, I would say last 6 months since we got back from the holiday break.
한국은 NC
Every week I
넥슨이
feel like I'll
그런
take the
식으로
game
돈을
home or
벌고
I'll be
있는 한
playing
이런
one
게임
night,
절대
and
안
then I'll
나오죠.
come in and say, wow, guys, I didn't know you could do that. So I think there's a lot of that. There's that sandbox nature to it as well. So I mean, obviously you can, you know, we're going to teach you mechanics, but we want you to experiment with, you know, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay and a lot of, you know, Spider-Man's a very expressive character, and we want players to be able to express that, whether it's in traversal or in combat.
It's gorgeous.
These animations, these animations are just blowing my mind.
Your studio has kind of been renowned for character animation and for, you know, just fluid motion. I mean, did you guys take a lot of lessons from your previous games and really like hone in on those when you were developing?
I mean, I think animation's definitely been one of the hallmarks of our company. You know, from Spyro to Ratchet to Sunset Overdrive.
Yep.
And I mean, you know, I remember when the Sunset Overdrive reviews came out, one person actually wrote, it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game. And I was like, see,
you waved your phone around to the whole studio.
Exactly. We took that kind of mentality and we just injected our personality. But
약간 아캄하는 느낌으로 하면 되겠다 이거는.
Desire from a Spider-Man experience. So, you know, it was really great. As I remember,
느낌이 딱 아캄 느낌이네요.
The top things they want to see in Spider-Man.
전투나 이런 거는 조금 다른 것 같긴 하지만 비슷한
I think
느낌이야.
that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year is to have that
오픈월드에다가
Insomniac game as much as it does a Spider-Man game.
And I love this
근데 이제
traversal,
오픈월드인데
just the
이제
fluidity,
넓은
just moving
오픈월드는
over
아닌
great
거죠. 막
distances very
미친
quickly. It looks like a lot of
막
fun just
RPG처럼
moving
오픈월드는
around. And that's when you
아니고
know you've got a great game.
Okay,
딱 아캄하는 식으로 즐기면 될 것 같아요.
Experimenting, but like
차라리 좀 많이 어려웠으면 좋겠다.
We're in meetings a lot, and then sometimes you just need to like take a break. And what I used to find myself doing was just swinging around New York City. It was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like when I play other games, I just walking or running or even taking a car. It feels so more natural now just to swing around like Spider-Man. So it's
전투도 아캄이랑 되게 비슷한 것 같고.
Again, just like combat, that pick and play feel, but we want players to have a level of mastery. Play and get
what was that? Hold on a second. That's very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, so Adam showed off, I think he showed off the tripwire, or it's basically a gadget that you can either attach to the geometry, and the enemies walk by, they'll get like grabbed and sucked back, but you can also attach it to an enemy, and if an enemy walks by, they kind of slam into each other.
That is amazing. This is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
So the focus meter is basically, there's kind of a risk reward. As you build focus, you can use it to heal.
Sid's having a religious
experience. It just looks incredible.
봐봐, 저런 게 되게 너무 비슷해.
The team works really, really hard on it. Really, really hard. And the idea
저렇게 경광봉 들고 오는 애랑
it's a risk reward. Like I said, you can either
그다음에
heal yourself, or you can kind of if you tilt the bar a certain way, you can actually pull off a finishing move. So, you know,
방패 들고 있는 애랑 이런 거 보면은 총 들고 있는 애 있고.
Maybe heal myself real quick, or do I want to wait for that really extravagant move to kind of take the guy out instantly?
Got it.
Brian, a question for you is, obviously Spidey has, as with his experience being under the mask for so many years now,
Yep,
in
8
your
years.
story, 8 years. Thank you. You got to be precise.
I got it. One of the first questions I get is like,
와, 저런 건 괜찮다. 막 박격포 한 대 맞으니까 거의 반피 까이네.
But you know, back to the combat. I mean, Spidey's experience, he has access to a lot of different techniques and technologies. How do you balance out his experience with the fact that you don't want to overwhelm a player with options, right? You want to make it approachable.
You know, I really that comes down to our combat team, our traversal team,
like
and
this guy right here,
like Adam, and really going, okay, you know, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game. You know, finding those right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets and then the suits and the suit
근데
powers.
지금 아캄류만 봐도 아캄 시리즈랑 매드맥스랑 그다음에 뭐 저거 미드러스 그리고 이거 계속 나오고 있죠.
And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid, what do you think?
I gotta say, this game is
beautiful,
looking
right?
absolutely gorgeous. This is, I mean, this is just, I mean, it was looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on a totally different level. And I can just see that
so much.
I can see that polish, though. That's the thing, and that's what comes out in that final few months of development.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys watched the press conference, right?
Sure.
You saw all those games, those first-party games, and they all have a level of polish. And to be in a press conference
저
with
왔다 갔다 하는 게
the
진짜
likes of
재밌을 것 같긴 해.
Punch, Kojima Productions, just we are very honored to be, and we know there's a certain
챌린지도
level
있네.
of
아,
PlayStation
진짜.
game, especially a first-party game, so
야.
it's going to be considered right up there.
Well,
and not to mention also from the Marvel, Marvel fans expect to have that perfect experience.
Of course.
May I just ask real quickly, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you and for the team to be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after all that time and all that work?
I'm known as a crier, so it takes a lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're playing the theme song to the game in the background as we're sitting here, and.
와, 이거 어떻게 이렇게 만들었을까? 어떻게 이렇게 구현을 했을까? 이거를 이렇게 자연스럽게?
It's something that when you were a little kid thinking, oh my god, could I ever work on a Spider-Man game, let alone be in video games, is just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe working on this game. And to work with like Sony
아니
and work
진짜
with Marvel,
너무 자연스럽잖아.
and that feeling is felt by so many Insomniacs, so we couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten across the board, not only from
이런 거는 DLC가 막 나와줘도 괜찮아요, 저는. 이런 게임은 그냥 재미를 약간 어느 정도 보장하는 게임이기 때문에 그냥 DLC 막 나와도 돼,
How
이건.
could you not be blown away by that? But we do have a limited amount of time here. Brian, you're an industry veteran. You've been in the industry for a long time. I know this is a lifelong dream for you working on this game. And I want to thank you and Insomniac for making it.
Thank you for having us.
And for coming by as well.
Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use the stick mic now.
I thought you just wanted to look different from all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
But Sid, actually, I think a little earlier we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the amazing experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. Right?
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale and a scope that we have just never seen before, and so we have people here. They're playing the game. A lot of hands-on sessions for folks that are here for the showcase, and just the game looks great. But I just love the way this whole. Oh, I know that. I know her.
Oh, there's familiar faces popping up on the stream.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed. With Spider-Man and with actually another game we're about to talk about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah,
we have some. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my left and Nate Fox. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
It's really good for you to be here, and I'm so glad you're able to give us some of your time.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, kind of what we were just talking about with the team from Insomniac, what's it like for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this?
It's amazing. I mean, you try so hard to make a video game that you can get lost in, and then to come to E3 where they actually build your game. It's kind of a dream come true that way.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's amazing. You know, people are excited. You know, you see all the other projects, and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there. And we put a lot of heart and soul into it. So it's just that moment where it shows it is just great.
I think we should show it because we have some of the footage.
I think we do have a little bit of footage hanging around here, so let's check it out. If we can
absolutely. Just hanging around.
It's just doing its thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, this game, first of all, just gorgeous. I mean, the art direction is really coming through in an incredible way, but also the technical sophistication as well. I mean, we're going to see here in a minute Here we go. There we go. Get into some combat.
Yeah, we have some highlights from the showcase just shown off for the first time.
Look at this. Look at this look. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Look at this look.
I don't know what else to say about it. I'm flabbergasted.
And maybe, I don't know, Nate or Jason who wants to take this, but it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of
이것도
like a
그러니까
classic
인왕이랑 너무
samurai
겹칠 것
film
같아.
in which you really focus in the
인왕이나
player
세키로 지금 봐봐.
experience, the
인왕,
visuals, the music,
세키로,
all the cues
그다음에
seem to align
고스트 오브
and
스시마 이 세
harmony, and that
개가
must all be
컨셉이 너무
very
겹쳐.
intentional, I can only assume.
It is an orchestra. You know, like it's got to take all these elements, and for even that opening attack, that EI attack, it's about building space before it, having the leads go by, the drum up of music beforehand, and that's what makes it really powerful.
How do you
위처럼
coordinate all those
비슷하대요?
systems?
아니 어쨌든 배경이나 이런 것들이 게임성을 떠나서 배경이 너무 겹치잖아.
You watch a lot of samurai movies, man. I mean, come on.
인왕 2 이거 세키로.
That quiet before the storm, it's pretty key to the genre. So just trying to make it real in a video game is our goal.
And I know that authenticity is something that's tremendously important to your entire studio in this game. Do you want to share a little bit about some of the steps, the great steps that your team went through creating that?
Yeah, I feel like we're in a super unique position because we're part of Sony. We have J Studio. We have somebody that would be a producer on our project from J Studio. We hired some cultural guides. Like I feel like we're in this unique position to help us create this thing. Oh, the Shoji screen, that one's a popular one.
This knocked me off.
Sorry to interrupt. No, that's interrupt worthy right there.
Okay, so can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play? I think that's a really interesting concept here. Like, you don't have to get too far into it. I know the game's still deep in development, but tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going for lethal precision, where there's not a lot of wasted energy. It's very trained experts, and so every strike, could end a life. So you want to make sure that each one counts. I mean, right now we're allowing these characters to kind of circle each other and talk to each other because it's not just kind of a furball, right? It's studying kendo. We've brought in experts to kind of show us how to do it.
And it shows.
It looks like maybe your team spent 400 years making this one scene. I mean, that's the thing that I would like our audience to remember is that every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand-placed by someone at some point in time, unless you had a giant machine AI do it all by itself.
Maybe, I don't know. We have a great team. It's creating those beautiful the lethal combat. That was the goal. Like having the visceral combat. That was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to, right, Sid?
We do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for being a part of tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima looking mighty, mighty impressive. And
should we look at some of that stuff?
Yeah, so there's a whole experience here built out for folks who are here at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. And we're going to get a little footage out here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Look at this. So this was was that period of time. I know some of these people. This is the period of time when earlier on, when we had that intermission, we had to make a little bit of time for folks to walk from one part of the experience to the next. So you're seeing shots of that right now. Very just special, intimate, and beautiful experience
gorgeous.
for folks to walk through there. Again, I wish we could just open the doors for 10 million people to come in here and just kind of get this all up close and personal.
10 million people might be a little more than than this venue can handle.
That's right. The fire marshal may have an issue or two with that, but it really is something else, and hopefully these clips here give you a little bit of a taste of what was in store here tonight at the PlayStation E3 Showcase.
And Sid, we sneakily got a few more folks in here to join us for our program. Again, I know, and specifically to talk about those little interstitials that we were seeing during our showcase. And it's my great pleasure to introduce the Media Molecule.
Hi.
Matching outfits.
Matching. We're matchy.
Friends, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is our great pleasure. I want to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing were all created inside Dreams.
That's right. So we had no idea what they were going to be shown with the games. So Resident Evil, and then we get to do a little trumpet.
The little celeries, and then it's Death Stranding.
No greater wine pairing than the Resident Evil and the fart trumpet.
There we go.
Truly.
I mean, and we had the final word, right? The orange drummer.
Yeah.
We need to give these guys names. If any of your viewers want to name our fruit, That would be
That'd
awesome.
be great. But yeah, it was really fun because like the thing about Dreams is it's really fast to create these little sort of stories and games. And so when we got the opportunity to do something fun for the press conference, it just felt like such
Why
a
not?
good, you know, like to do something musical and sort of something that kind of showed off the playful
We're teasing
nature.
something with that, actually.
We are teasing something. We are.
Yeah,
There's a tease in
there's
the
method in the madness.
There is
a nice palate
Well,
cleanser in
하려나
between each
보다.
of those, and it
Yeah.
kind of kept everybody on their toes.
Right.
But I actually want to zero in a little bit more on the create mode
Right,
that
right.
you guys are working on, and this is something that is, well, quite frankly, it's absolutely
zero.
astonishing.
Okay, so I mean,
innovative here.
I mean, we're showing this at E3. It's so exciting for us. We're demoing it on the show floor. We've got
Wow.
press hands-on. So I think Dreams, you can create anything. Literally, people ask me like, can we make games? Can we make movies? And the answer is always yes. And in fact, tonight we're going to be doing a live
한발 패치
music
봤어요.
show
들었어요.
And
made in
puppet,
Dreams
yeah,
and
yeah.
puppet
Awesome.
show.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, are you going to play music live?
Yep, we are
Yes,
going to
we
play
are.
it tonight, and
Yes.
hopefully we'll find
But-
a way to get it out onto the internet.
We're
아
debuting our
근데
new
이거
band,
좀
The
시간이 너무
Molecules.
오래 하네.
Wait, really?
뭐 1시간 정도면 끝날 줄 알았는데.
Perfect.
They will be using the Create tools that you're watching right now to
Yeah.
perform a 15-minute live gig. I don't think anyone knows about this. Even the people out there in the garden haven't realized yet.
We're
so,
spoiling it for the
Yeah.
folks at home.
Yeah, man, it's going to be big.
And I just want to point out is the footage that the folks at home are seeing right now.
Yeah.
The seamless nature of the kind of create and the play, functionality of Dreams it cannot be overstated.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy. Even if you don't think that you're a game creator, even if you've never thought about game designing, if you've played games, you can do this. If you can play a platform game, if you can play Our Story, then you can do this. You can create your own, you can upload, and then you can share incredible levels in like 10 minutes. We're doing a demo this week at E3 where we create gameplay for a whole level in like 20 minutes, including music. You can compose your own music.
Awesome.
You can do the gameplay. You can animate. You can record voiceovers.
뭔데
The
이게?
whole thing on a PlayStation.
And just to clarify, sorry to interrupt, is this two people both playing
It is,
at once?
yep. This is co-op, so
You
we're
can do
showing the co-op gameplay.
Multiple
Yep, yep.
controllers. You can jam together, and it's quite funny because one of you can be testing, and then another one
뭔데
can get the
이게?
jump height right or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I just love
fun.
Dreams,
아니,
and I
뭔데
literally
이게?
haven't even touched it yet.
Yeah,
but
well,
I am
come
already
over.
You have to
madly
come
in love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, but the idea really has been like what you're seeing is really this easy nature of just like picking and placing. Because I think one of the things that sometimes people get a bit scared of like the idea of the blank canvas, but actually what I love about Dreams is it's just this idea of just choice. Like every day people make choices. You put your clothes on, you might choose where you put a poster in your bedroom.
Yeah.
And Dreams is very like that. All you're really doing is like here we're seeing like this sort of Instagram effect. You can take a scene and be able to
Change the
very quickly
sky.
change it so that it looks
Right,
really
right.
different and you're adding your own mark.
And then the pièce de résistance is that all of this stuff which gets made gets uploaded, and if you just want to sit back on your sofa and enjoy an unending stream of madness of the PlayStation 4 players' creations, you can, and we sort of present it to you in a stream of who knows what it's going to be like. I mean, that's what's so exciting. You know, the beta is coming this year, so we will be starting to see what the creativity of PlayStation gamers really means for Dreams.
That's excellent. So beta coming this year for
It is.
Dreams.
That's right.
And, I've said this before, I'll say it
뭐라고?
again about Dreams. In my maybe 20 years of being in the industry, I've never seen anything so
Thank you.
just innovative and progressive and just potentially just game-changing. So
Thank you.
hats off
Thank
to
you.
you.
You've
I
been
mean, this must have been an absolute labor of love.
It
really is, yeah.
It's the
Big-
molecules gone mad.
It is, yeah. And big cheers to the team. We've gone mad. Big cheers to the team back home because people have really put their hearts and souls into Dreams to really get it to the point where you are moving between these different disciplines. And right now we have a studio that jams together in a way they've never jammed together before.
Yeah.
We have like musicians actually
이게
just jamming with
끝나진 않았을
animators
것
to actually
같은데
make
뭐
animation.
남았을 것
I think
같은데.
that's one of the things we're really starting to see is these different workflows. And that just, that's been one of the things we've really wanted to get that right. So can't wait to see like people create all different types of genres of games and really almost like just come up with completely new ways of playing. I think
Yeah, I mean, we're showing some of that E3. Liam made a text adventure, and we're like, what? You can do a text?
That's
I didn't even know you could do that. I mean, that's like...
That's amazing.
I know,
it's just
yeah.
mad.
I mean, we saw what the community did with Little Big Planet.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And now imagine if you just by a Googleplex multiplied the functionality,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
So
raise it to the millionth power.
Specifically
It's
that.
unbelievable, and
닌텐도가
I want to thank
오늘
both of you for
아니었나?
coming by and
오늘 좀
thank you
있다가
very much for
아니면
having us.
Thank
내일이네.
you so much.
And I can't wait to see more of this.
Stay
내일
tuned
1시.
for more on the gig later
새벽
on.
1시.
All right,
Thank you
well,
guys.
we're hearing more.
And
Thank
Sid,
you.
I think we had a couple of VR games.
We
and,
did.
Taking
That
a
we
look
did.
at those earlier this
We
this
did.
evening.
We had Trover Saves the Universe, which was announced during the showcase.
끝났나?
And we had some great stuff. Tetris Effect earlier of the week as part of Countdown to E3, and a lot of other great stuff too. So let's take a look at the latest from PlayStation VR.
나오나? 플리즈.
I'm sorry I panicked. I've never seen anything like it before.
이거 뭐였어? 둠 VFR은 뭐야?
Welcome to the Vanguard. Try not to die.
스타차일드. 스타일드. VR 게임도 많이 나왔네 이제.
If you're going to block out the sun, the least you could do is fetch me some coolant.
Now it's just a taste of what is coming to PlayStation VR, and I want to point out really quickly, Creed Rise to Power, boxing game using 2 moves on VR. One of the most intoxicating experiences I've had in VR. It almost felt like boxing is like the perfect fit for the VR medium, because you got the leaning, you can dodge.
Oh gosh.
I'm going all over
here. I was in danger for a second. I have to give a quick shout out to Bathtub Guy. I mean, let's just put one out there for Bathtub Guy. I hope that 711 gets one really quickly.
711. Squanch.
Yeah. And also remember, earlier in the week, Ben Studio gave us another look at Days Gone and their release date.
They did.
February 22nd.
Outstanding. Very good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about the venue we've got here. It takes an army practically to create the kind of experience that we had here tonight for members of the press and community. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And actually, rather than talk about it, let's just show it. We have a great video that shows how it was all put together.
아니 이런 거 말고. 아, 대단하다 진짜. 대단하다.
Just a really cool look there at what it took to create this experience here tonight, and thank you to everybody who was involved, to everybody who watched. But we're just getting started here, actually. We have a lot more to come this week. We are here at the showcase. We're seeing a little footage of that right now. But tomorrow, we are going to move to the LA Convention Center and E3 proper, where
At live.playstation.com?
Well, I mean,
in Los Angeles?
I
didn't know what I was supposed to say.
PlayStation Live for Me 3.
Oh, okay.
You know the thing you worked on.
Yeah, the thing that I worked on, but I didn't know what the
뭔가 좀
Brian, you packed the schedule.
Yeah, you
뭔가 좀 나왔으면
A
좋겠는데.
lot of
Tons of
great guests.
content.
Want to apologize to all the crew, but I appreciate all the help that they're going to put us on. But yeah, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, that's on Tuesday, we're going to be starting our big PlayStation Live for Me 3. And here's a little bit of the schedule.
Okay, let's analyze this closely here.
Look at this.
Spyro, that's good.
This.
People are going to be into
Oh,
that.
Concrete Genie. I'm actually excited to get a little closer look at that one too.
More Marvel Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil 2. Excellent.
If it was amazing and potentially on the showcase this evening, chances are we're going to take a look at it again tomorrow and Wednesday.
A deeper, closer look at it.
A deeper, closer look.
거의 끝난 것 같은데요?
That's right.
Where you will only end with more questions.
More questions.
이제
And let's take a look at Wednesday
E3
while we're at it here.
본
We've got a lot going on Wednesday, starting off with a lot of VR.
Yes, so
본
starting at
뭐라
10 a.m.
그러지?
Pacific on Wednesday morning, you are going to see over an hour of PlayStation VR content.
본
Again,
행사에서
we
할
are going to go
것들인가
rapid fire on
봐요.
that, so hosts, please be prepared. We're going to be talking about Tetris Effect, Ghost Giant, Creed, Vacation Simulator.
That's a fun one.
그러니까 이거는 지금까지는 프레스 컨퍼런스였고 이 스케줄은 이제 진짜 행사 보러 오는 사람들 진짜 행사 보러 오는 일반인들한테 공개되는 스케줄.
Or Twitch. Twitch.tv/PlayStation or YouTube.com/PlayStation. Don't make me go through the whole list.
There's so many.
There's so many.
Just come back and watch.
That's right. Come back and watch. We've got a lot more going on
안녕하세요.
starting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. But to all of you out there who watched us here tonight and watched the PlayStation E3 showcase, whether you were in your home, on your phone, or in a theater somewhere in the United States, Latin America, or Canada, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
와 진짜 한국 언급 안 하네. 야 캐나다는 언급하면서 한국 언급 안 하네. 근데 뭔가 그러니까 서프라이즈 이거는 인왕밖에 없었다. 나머지는 다 이미 공개되는 거였고 바투는 제가 별로 관심이 없어서 바투도 해볼까? 공포게임은 크게 관심이 없어서 과카멜레2! 과카멜레2 발매 안 나오나? 오리도 나오고 트윈 미러 나오고 이거 그림 그리는 거.
Looking good, bud.
제일 빨리 나오는 게 스파이더맨인가 그러면? 여기까지인가 보네요. 끝났나 보다. 끝. 여러분들 이제 출근하세요. 아니 근데 진짜 인왕2가 너무 뜬금없었다. 그쵸? 인왕2가 너무 뜬금이 없어가지고 인왕2 공개만 됐어요. 그냥 공개만. 발표만 했어요. 2 개발하고 있다만 공개하고 아마 내년이나 내후년쯤 나오겠죠? 근데 이번 E3에서도 또 뭐 내년을 기대하게 하는 게임들이 또 많이 나와가지고 또 한동안은 또 요 행복에 기대를 하면서 또 한 해를 보낼 수 있을 것 같은데 내년도 기대되고 내년 되면 또 내후년 또 이렇게 기대되겠죠? 일단은 저도 지금 12시 거의 다 됐는데 지금 잠을 잘 못 자긴 했는데 잠을 또 잘 수가 없어요. 또 지금 12시에 스케줄이 있어가지고 씻고 나가서 갔다 와서 좀 자고 그래서 오늘 잠을 좀 중간에 자야 될 것 같은데 모르겠네. 그거를 갔다 오면은 거의 저녁쯤 될 것 같은데 비자 발급도 하고 다른 약속도 있어요. 다른 약속도 있고 해서 일단은 중국 대회는 한 100명 정도 참가하는 걸로 알고 있어요. 아무튼 혹시 제가 진짜 오늘 너무 피곤하다 싶으면은 제가 공지를 올릴 테니까 공지를 참조해 주시고 일단은 지금 요거 E3 같이 보자 방송은 다시 여기까지 하고 이따가 만약에 컨디션 안 좋으면은 제가 공지 올리고 아니면은 저녁에 조금 늦게 올 수도 있어요. 늦게 올 수 부족한 잠을 채우고 올까 생각 중이기 때문에 일단은 그렇게 알아주시면 되겠습니다. 아무튼 일단 오늘 같이 봐서 재밌었고 기대되는 신작도 이제 몇 개 공개되고 해가지고 즐겁게 잘 봤습니다. 저는 여기까지 하고 이따가 저녁에 오든지 아니면은 내일 오든지 할게요. 재밌었어요. 들어갈게요. 뿅.